Under a clear blue sky, the sun moves slowly across the scene. As it does, the shadows of the tree shift and stretch, following the sun's movement. In the very center of the scene, a tree begins to emerge quietly, naturally, as if growing before your eyes. Have you ever wondered how this is being created? In this episode, I will begin by showing you the first part, the generation of the tree branches. From here, I will walk you through the geometry and the shading of the branches. Let's begin with the geometry of the tree branch. We start with a blank scene and generate 2 points in space, point A and point B. These 2 points will define the endpoints of the initial branch segment. Now we connect the point A and point B with a line segment. This segment will serve as the axis of our branch. Then I talk about the principle behind the capsule shape. A capsule can be the length of a cylinder with hemispherical caps at both ends. For any point moved through space, we calculate its projection onto the line segment AB. If the distance from the point to the projection is less than a given radius r, then the point lies inside the capsule. Otherwise, is outside the capsule, just like what you see here, where the point remains within the transparent sphere. This gives us the sight distance function, or SDF, for a capsule, a fundamental building block for constructing small soiled branch geometry. But a perfect capsule is far too regular. It lacks the natural irregularities and the complexity of a real tree branch. To address this, we apply fractal noise to the capsule's surface. This noise distorts the small sphere, adding small variations and organic twists. Now, as you can see, the geometry starts to resemble a much more realistic, lifelike tree branch. Let's move on to the shading of the tree branch, how light intersects with the surface to give it depth and realistic feel. We begin with the transparent sphere to have visualized lighting. The highlight on the sphere represents the position of the sun. As the sun moves through the sky, this principle shifts accordingly. This simple tool helps us understand how the direction of light influences the shading of our scene. Diffuse shading models are how light scatters on a rough surface, unlike mirrors where light reflects in a single direction. A diffuse surface scatters light evenly, depending on the angle between the surface normal and the incoming light. To explain this, we gradually transition the surface of the branch from a normal-based visualization to a grayscale map. In this grayscale view, bright areas indicate high diffuse intensity. They face the light more directly. Darker areas receive these lights as the surface normal point away from the light source. Now, we have a grayscale map representing the diffuse light intensity. We multiply it with original color texture of the branch. This results in a shading version of the branch, where areas directly facing the light appears brighter and areas facing away are darker. The surface now reacts more realistically to lighting, adding a sense, depth, and form. Shadow occurs when part of surface is blocked from the light by other part of the surface. To simulate this, we check whether each point is directly visible to the light source. If the light is obstructed, the point left in shadow will appear darker. In this part, we compare two branches. The top one shows only diffuse shading, while the bottom one gradually incorporates shadow effects. Um, Watch as the lower branch can subtle darkness in area obstructed from the light, enhancing the realistic. If you found this helpful or interesting, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more deep dives into procedural graphics and rendering techniques. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.